So, what is the strategy that I chose? I chose the instructional strategy student engagement technique of Team Jeopardy. The main focus of our interaction is to help students understand and remember the basic facts, figures, and vocabulary within carpentry. Our Jeopardy game took about 25 minutes to play in the class, and this is how it played out. By being interactive, students shed the role of being passive observers in the classroom and became active learners. Students got immediate feedback on their answers, and this allowed them to immediately assess themselves on their own understanding of content concepts. As you can see in some of these clips, the students were engaged and cooperative.
Do safety for 200.
Safety for 200.
It's a hand raise?
Yeah. You ready? If a situation on a job site makes you feel unsafe, you can do this.
No!
Hands up.
What is not do it?
No! What is refusal to work?
What is refusal to work, Alex?
What are some best practices for this strategy? Well, first off, I let the class know that we would be playing Jeopardy at the end of the week, and I let them know what the content was going to be so that they could brush up within their textbook readings. I then put together a PowerPoint that played just like Jeopardy. When the game got going, each team then had a different spokesperson that would represent the group collective, and they had an opportunity to pass if they did not want to stand and speak publicly. When I played in the class, all students wanted to be very involved. It was great. I gave the spokesperson approximately 10 seconds to converse with their group, and then only the spokesperson would give their answer in the form of a question. This gives the whole team an opportunity to participate. It became cooperative and competitive, and all the feedback I received at the end of the game was astoundingly positive. All students felt that they learned something and they had fun doing it. Imagine that. This is the maximum depth of an excavation before rain's got it, before shoring is required.
What is 1.2 meters or 4 feet?
Woo! Nicely done. Okay. What is the role of the educator and the learner in this strategy? Well, essentially, the role of the educator is to just facilitate the game and ensure that all are engaged. If a student is obtaining less of a benefit from the activity, whatever the reason may be, it is the role of the instructor to intervene and ensure that all are getting an educational experience. The beauty of the game strategy is that they are flexible. Changes can be made to ensure that all are getting something out of the activity. The instructor is to ensure that the environment is set, that if mistakes are made, it's a safe place for them to happen. After the game was over and recording stopped, we went back and discussed some of the questions and ensured that everyone understood what was being asked and what the correct answers were. As for the learner, be engaged. Engaged can be vocal, or it can be just paying attention to the questions and answers being presented. Learners were encouraged to let their voice be heard, whether in the group or as a spokesperson. It's a safe place to make mistakes. There is a satisfaction of being involved in some group discussion. The learner has to own the learning.
Let's go with safety for 400.
Whoa.
Ready?
Yep.
This is the term used when the power has been disconnected, not just unplugged, to any power tool when service is required.
Yep.
I already answered that one.
You gotta wait till the question is
What is locking out?
Yes!
I thought I saw him raise his hand.
You know, it's early.
What are the pros and cons of this strategy? Well, the pros? It encourages active learning while retaining some entertainment. It cooperatively and competitively reviews important content. There's a high level of engagement and satisfaction for the learner. There's a high retention of information learned within the gaming format, and it creates a new interesting deviation from the classroom norm. Some of the cons? Well, there could be a pressure to win or lose, but can be destructive to the learning. Larger class sizes could be difficult. There is a lot of instructor preparation for 20 minutes of gameplay, and you just may have an instructor that has an inability to facilitate the gameplay. Task for 400. This stationary power tool consists of an in-feed and an out-feed table. It creates a board with a face and edge that are perpendicular to one another.
What? Nope. What is jointer?
Alex.
Hey!